something that's hard for most people to understand and require special knowledge or skills, something profound, mysterious, or complex. Hi, when you listen to a conversation and feel completely lost, like they are speaking a secret language, what word will you use when you found yourself completely lost? That sense of confusion of something meant only for a selected few. That is exactly what today's word is about. Esoteric. Esoteric, hard to understand, complex. The word esoteric refers to something that is intended for or understood by only a small, specialized group of people with a particular knowledge or interest. It often describes concepts, ideas, or knowledge that are obscure or complex and not widely accessible. That is why it is often said, my dear friends, that you do not need hi-fi vocabulary to speak in public, because it's not helpful if people cannot understand you. However, if you are among those professionals who commonly use certain terms, then using that specialized vocabulary becomes relevant, as it's no longer a jargon to them. Now, coming back to the word esoteric. What are the synonyms of esoteric? Profound, arcane, difficult, mysterious. How can you remember the word esoteric and store in your active brain with few examples? Have you ever seen the cockpit of an airplane? It has so many buttons and switches that it looks too complicated. Only experts, pilots can understand it. They have to undergo a rigorous training and do a lot of study to become a pilot. The second example you can visualize to remember the word esoteric. The image you see in the picture is of a lotus temple situated in New Delhi, India. The architectural design is beautiful, but too complicated, and only a few specialists, expert workers could design it. Now let's see few examples. The symbols and controls in airplane's cockpit may seem esoteric to the average person, but for pilots, they are essential tools of the trade. The esoteric nature of the research made it difficult for those outside the field to understand its significance. Another example, the club's rituals were esoteric, known only to its long-time members. Pronouncing esoteric is not easy. It seems like a complicated word. So, in general, esoteric refers to something profound, mysterious, or complex. Something that's hard for most people to understand and require special knowledge or skills. Now is the time for you to practice the word and share few examples in the chat window. Can you share with me the esoteric places or things you came across? I will wait for your responses and come up with new word next time. Until then, have a nice time and have a good practice.